So, hi, welcome to my first Friday 5. A Friday 5 is basically me talking to you for something like 5 minutes or about 5 different things. They're all going to be bookish related, and unfortunately I don't know at the moment if I'm going to do them weekly, bi-weekly or monthly. It all depends on if I've got something I want to talk about. As this is my first one, I thought I would do a bit of the kind of books that really sort of shaped my teen years. So I hope you enjoy it. One of the authors I want to talk to you about was actually kind of formed a very big part of my background in reading and sort of how I got into the sort of paranormal romance and fantasy genres. But I only have one series by her still. I've kind of given the rest of the ones I collected away. It very much formed the background to why I still absolutely adore the urban fantasy genre. This is the first book in the Forbidden Game trilogy by L.J. Smith. Now, you might be thinking that you recognise the name L.J. Smith, and you probably do. She also wrote the original Vampire Diaries quartet, which is now both a TV show and is written by somebody else, although they still say that the series is inspired by her. But this was the series that really made me want to explore more of her worlds. I also really liked her Night World series, although unfortunately it remains unfinished to this day, which is kind of also why I got rid of it. This is my favourite series by her. All the covers, well, my covers of these look absolutely gorgeous, I think, and it kind of plays into Norse mythology, but sort of, it's a very unique series, I think. Link in the description box below for you to check it out. It's quite a clever book and I thoroughly recommend it even now, years after I last read it. Okay, the next series I want to talk about is also a trilogy, more of a fantasy than anything. I think it's called the Daughter of Storms trilogy. Anyway, here's the first book, which is actually The Daughter of Storms by Louise Cooper. Oh, it has been years since I read it, to be fair, but it still sits on my bookshelf because I absolutely adored it. It's really quite high fantasy, to be honest. I love it. But I do really like this trilogy. I also loved, I think it was Vampire Heart. The book should appear sort of here, maybe. Which I think was by J.B. Couchman, and it was actually the first vampire story I ever read that was set in the UK. I mean, they did travel over to somewhere in the States. Sort of definitely the beginning and the end was set in Cornwall, and it's really pretty dark for a teen read. That book would have sort of come out at the same time as the original Goosebumps did, so of course it was going to be a bit dark. But I don't know, I really liked the concept of it. I really did love it. And of course, as far as werewolves go, there was Blooding by Patricia Windsor. The book should appear here, and I absolutely adored that too. It's certainly the darkest story about werewolves I've ever read, including adult ones. Being a werewolf is not seen as a gift, and the werewolves in it aren't nice or redeemable. It's beautiful, but sort of also kind of heartbreaking, and if you like werewolves, I do recommend that you actually check it out. Anyway, that's enough rambling for me. I'll probably have a fiddle with this and it will not be as rambly as it actually is. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. If you have anything you would like me to talk about that is in any way bookish related in my next Friday 5, then please leave it in a comment below, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.